Happy New Year, everyone! Jose Tunuan Crisis here today, playing some more Need for Speed Porsche 2000. Last time around, I drove like an idiot and finished second in the 2000cc challenge. I need to fix that thing then, because I named it Endurance, it should be Challenge. I'll fix that. Anyway, I drove like an idiot and finished second, technically first because I got 2 wins, but then things happened in the final race, and I just drove very stupidly, so yeah. We won't forget that happened and move on to the final championship of this era, which is the 911 Cup. A new challenging series of races for owners of the new 911 model only. The fine handling of the 911 allows for stiff competition from this advanced group of opponents. Of course, we got some 911s already. We got the 911 Coupe and the 911 Targa. However, those are not the 911s we're going to be using. We go to the new cars. You can see there are 2 new 911s. The 911 S Coupe and the 911S Targa, with the 911S Coupe I think being the better car. Let me confirm that. Targa. Stats pretty similar, but a bit better handling for the Coupe, so we're gonna get both. I'm actually gonna paint them in orange and the red interior, as I'm doing, and do so on the Targa as well. There we go. Not much, not many. I could do some used cars simply so I can get some more money. There are some 911s out there. In fact, I could have bought the 911s as used cars, but you know what? Ooh, 0 mileage? The shock's completely destroyed? Jesus Christ, how the heck do you manage to do this? Let me repair some cars. Like, I love doing this, so let me do it. In any case, I do need some more cash for the future. So let's see what I can do here. Completely replace that manifold, replace that gearbox, replace those shocks, replace those slicks, because there are slick tires in this game. I just haven't bought them because they have not been necessary. 700, let's say. Sell it, make back our investment. This is gonna be a shorter episode simply because I don't have to repair everything. Repair cars until we get to 100,000. Just repair these few cars, make sure I have enough money for the next era, which I should actually. And sell this for 34,000. Sure, that should do. You know what? I'm gonna do that again. Like, I was supposed to just enter into this episode and do stuff, but you know what? I need money on the next era, so let's buy this 911, patch them up. This one is completely destroyed, jeez. Some of these cars are just a mess. Mess that I get to fix and make money out of, but still, big mess. See, that should be totally repairable. 43,000. And the other one I can easily fix as well, this 911 Targa. Just fix everything. 30,700. I think I can get to 100,000 with another batch, so might as well get the other batch. This is fixed car, edge car, fixer simulator, or whatever it could be. Yeah, I think those should be enough. These are gonna be the last ones I do anyway. Repair that. 32,200. Maybe someone will buy it at that price. This one's perfectly fine. Okay, that one's mine. That one's mine. Not sure why it isn't with the other one, but alright. Was hoping to get to 100,000, but this will do. So, we're gonna bring up the 911 Coupe, no repairs, it isn't necessary yet. Lower this, increase this, increase this. We're gonna be using setup this time around. So brake bias to the front. Increase pressures. to increase grip and lower a bit the front pressure, simply because I do not need that much front grip. I had troubles controlling the car, I had lots of oversteer, and understeer is just oversteer in disguise, and this car proves it. To lower the downforce, and we should be fine. I don't need parts, but let's see what's around. Or available, so engine parts, rims, sway bars, bumpers. So yeah, everything should be fine. I don't need to upgrade the cars anyway. So 3 races, Côte d'Azur is the first one, so let's head in there and see what we can do. Gotta drink some water, gotta stay hydrated. Alright.
3, 2,
Whoa, 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 whoa. I think I know what's going on. I'm using an utility called BJoy, which I use for like my F1 challenge stuff, and I think that's messing up things a little bit. Let me return after I disable BJoy so that it doesn't screw things up. Alright, the situation has been solved, so Côte d'Azur Part 2, now we're gonna race this.
3, 2, 1, go!
Too many gear shifts. Okay. Now let's try not to damage my poor 911 like I did last time around. It isn't necessary to... brakes exist, okay? Okay, maybe adjusting the setup wasn't necessary? Okay, the understeer is noticeable. Okay, I damaged the car already. Sorry, Amazon. Okay, I'm damaging the car already because I did not realize the understeer would be this noticeable, but okay. I do like understeering cars. Like, I do not like it when the rear end is just so snappy, you spend half the time countersteering. Like, I do like a stable car. What I don't like is damaged car, but that. And maybe this is a bit too understeering even for me. Let's go around the outside of Paris, maybe around the inside, maybe around the outside. Outside. Go, go, go. All of the track, okay. I think I'm cleaning up my act because, again, this time I was surprised about the understeer. Last time around it was because the car was oversteering and I didn't use the brakes for whatever reason. I can be feeling. Oh, let's go. Shortcut. Ooh, you can. I do like I do like that this game has some primitive force feedback and you can feel the terrain. Of course, you could feel it better if you had a steering wheel. I only have a 360 controller, which is actually a bootleg controller, I think. But still, we're doing fine, other than the damage I already did to the car. I'm sorry. I do need to get better. And of course, now there's a new house rule where I have to drop to the back of the pack after every race. Because that just makes things more competitive. And I'm here looking for competition, so there's that. So the brakes. I'm just so used to driving with these cars upgraded, like buying everything for the car, that maybe that's clouding my perception. Maybe I think I have more grip than I do, and that's why I drove so aggressively and so stupidly in the previous episode, but it's fine. Anyway, 1969, nice year for Porsche. They got this 911S, or was it in 1967? Anyway, Porsche is creating some bangers with this 911. So I wonder what they will come up next. So far, this has not been a race at all. I have just been destroying my opponents. This is what happens when you drive properly. And Dylan seems to be the only one that upgraded his car, because it's like 9 seconds to Dylan and 30 seconds to everyone else. It's absurd. But we got this in the bag. Now I gotta invest some money into repairing this car. Woo! Little drift. There we go.
You place first.
That is indeed correct. I did damage my car though. Oh, that's it. Everyone's running standard 911s instead of the 911S.
You're the tournament leader.
Got some wins, could have been better, but I think you have cash taken away from you if you damage the car, which is totally fair. Considering my poor 911 has been damaged, I'm gonna add some tire pressure to give me some grip back. But anyway, let's move on. Right, so next is Pyrenees, but before I forget, hit the repair button. And speaking of stuff, we actually didn't check this thing, the showcase. So, here's the 911S, 1000 kilos, 4 meters long, 4.2 meters long, 1.6 meters wide, and 1.3 meters high. Stats 140 miles per hour and 0 to 60 in 7.6 seconds, which is pretty solid. Ventilated disc brakes, so technology, advancements. The 356 only had drum brakes until I think the 356B, so already starting good, and 5 gears, which is always good. 6-cylinder boxer, 2-liter engine, 160 horses, which I think the standard 911s only have 140? It was in the previous episode, but I don't quite remember. So yeah, pretty solid car. I could bring out the 911 Targa to play, and that one doesn't have the setup. So let's bring the Targa and see how it does. Let's check it out. Alright, the Targa and the Coupe. The Targa has a bit worse handling, but we should do fine anyway. But remember, I have to let everyone through.
2,
Look forward, man.
go!
Okay, but slow it down, we slow it down, let everyone through because I wanna make this competitive. Probably a bad idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. Who's taking the shortcut? Some people is taking the shortcut, which is a bad idea considering we can just go around here and maintain speed. Once again, remember not to damage the 911. It might be expensive in the future, and a legitimate strategy is to fill up your car with repaired cars and sell them in future eras, because cars do increase in price, especially these classic era cars. Especially the 356s, those are gonna be worth a lot of money in the future. But I decided not to go for that strategy and instead focus on building up my cash. Through the used car mode, the used car menu, but normally, like without bringing cars from the past. Of course, I will be selling some old cars, like they're gonna be 356s every so often, but I'm not going to be every single car that I sell is not gonna be a 356. There are gonna be some 911s, some of. Would you mind? Thank you. There are gonna be some other cars, not just 911s. They can do anything. Well, I can't see. It's gonna be fine. Now the only question is if I'll be able to catch Dylan. I hope I do. Blast through this garage. Or this. I'm not sure what this is. This looks like a bit of a garage, I guess. Throw some brakes here or drift the Porsche. That works too. We just gotta straight line this as much as possible because Dylan is actually pretty fast. He's on a standard 911 and can compete with my 911S, which again, Dylan is gonna be the main competitor, him and Paris, the main competitors throughout our Porsche journey. So we got a racing car. We got a racing car. Of course, try not to crash the Porsche like I've been doing the previous races. In the last race of the previous episode, I could have won it if I didn't crash, but I crashed, so I didn't win. Finished third in that. but I should be able to catch him. If I catch him before the goal, that's a different matter though. And we're running out of track, but I think we will be fine. Dylan is driving carefully enough. We're in the final segment, so I need to figure out an overtaking maneuver real fast. Oh, found it. Found it around the outside, Dylan. He's still there. Now he isn't. Good. Good enough. No, he's coming back. No, you're not going to do that. As long as I don't blow this corner, we should be fine, which I think we are. There we go. You know, Dylan raced pretty good. He did a pretty good job.
You won the race.
He nearly beat me there, but it was just a bit faster. Got some extra money thanks to the fact that it didn't damage the car, so yeah. Letting everyone through, of course. Looking a bit sad at the moment, but it should be fine. It's perfectly fine. Anyway, let's move on. Also, I turned on the lights there. Of course, you couldn't see it because I was in cockpit view, but you can turn on the lights. You can turn out the hazard lights, the turn lights. You can turn all kinds of lights. It's one of the great things in this game. There's a lot of detail in this game. You can just do that kind of stuff. Does it help you in the races? Not really, but you can turn on the lights. You know, and that's everything that matters. Anyway, let's move on. It will be the end of the classic era, right? Only one more event, and this is the first time that we will see this. This is an actual racing course. That's one of the things that makes this version weak compared to the PlayStation version. The PlayStation version didn't have many point-to-point races. I don't think, well, in the factory driver mode it did have plenty, but that version it was mostly circuit racing, like as you can see here in Monaco. But you know, it also had racetracks where you will race with race cars. This version doesn't. This version only really has Monaco in many different variations. You can see this is Monte Carlo Circuit 3. None of the versions is similar to the F1 track. So don't go looking for it. You were just racing in Monaco and you're gonna see Monaco is pretty weird. But anyway, yeah, there's not that much of a in the form of like street racing circuits, like circuits, laps, not that much. Let me save that and turn this to default because I want to use the default version of this game to see if it is a bit more competitive. Like, I like the previous race, so I want to do that again, but this time with the coupe. So let's get in there. This should be fun. Everything is on.
3.
Lights are on too.
1. Go!
We accelerate, and of course we get out of the way because I want to let everyone through. Okay, you boys didn't have to go the long way around, but if you want to go the long way around, you can go the long way around. Only have 2 laps to do this though, so let's get working. Ooh, okay. Maybe not use the not illegal racing surface to overtake people. Got to the apex first, boys. It's my corner. I mean, this is Monte Carlo, so might as well use F1 rules, right? Thank you, Maxipad. Okay. I do like Maxipad. Anyway, let's continue. Dylan, of course, is making a mockery of everyone else, so gotta catch up to him. There are plenty of like little areas where you can go into that kinda are shortcuts, but are a bit dangerous. Like up here to my left is one of those like walkways you can go into. There's also some areas. Let's visit them. Yeah, this is the issue. This is the issue. Those areas are a bit hard to get into. Like the right one is asking for trouble. Somehow I didn't die or damage the car. Let's keep going. Okay, no more getting to the little walkways because I lost a lot of time doing that. I'm back down here. And I'm over revving the car because I'm focused on shortcuts that aren't shortcuts. Anyway, let's focus because I need to catch up to those people. And in this section they are very slow, but you can straight line it pretty much and you should be fine. Okay, this one you do need to slow down over the curb. And that is lap 1, and we're nowhere near...
That's your first lap. You're in 5th place. You're way back. It's the final lap.
Yeah, that thank you, little boys. That summarizes where we are. We're way back. At the very least, I want to finish 2nd, and there is 2nd place. Paris is, of course... I guess Dylan's 911 is the only one that's upgraded. Come on, punch it. I don't think I'm catching Dylan. But it was worth showing you that shortcut. Shortcut that does nothing. Unless you take it properly, which I think I didn't. But I'm not going to lose 2nd place just to show you that shortcut. There is some stuff up here as well, but it's not ideal to go up there. Yeah, I think Dylan's out of the question, but at the very least we're gonna finish 2nd and we're actually going to win this tournament. And we're gonna damage the car, of course. And we're gonna go into the shortcut again, which I did not want. Okay, taking it on the left is actually the way to take it. I damaged my door. Okay. Again, Dylan's out of the question, but we should be fine. Paris is just back there, which shows you that we didn't get much out of that shortcut. Come on, turn. Like, I'm using the default setup, so it shouldn't be that understeery, but I guess it is. And Dylan is out of what I think is the final corner. Yeah, it is the final corner. So Dylan's gonna win this race, so he's gonna win something. And I'm gonna finish 2nd, which is enough to win the overall tournament. Missing out on some cash, but it is fine. I'm parking the car there. Right. Finishing 2nd, again. Actually, not again.
2nd.
Last time around I finished 3rd in the last race, so it's fine.
Congratulations. You have won the tournament.
Notice that the guy didn't say, like, get ready to challenge the next turn. Oh, I see. They could just go through the right side. I'm not sure why you will do that, but you can. Let's continue. I said let's continue.
You've
right,
completed
so...
the classic era. Move on to the golden era.
Right, so that means we completed the classic era and... Right, so that means we completed the classic era, but there's still stuff to be done. As a bonus for completing the classic era, you have been given the chance to win a 1956 Porsche 550A Spider. All you have to do is win the race. So that's simple, you win a race and they give you the special car for that era, in this case, the 550A Spider. And I'm actually gonna, like, let me hit done. Like, you can elect to not do this, and you immediately go into the menu for the, like, the class, for the golden era and so on and so forth. But we're actually gonna complete this. However, it will not be on this episode because the previous episode is just dedicated to the 911 Cup, and the next one, which is gonna be a pretty short one because that race is pretty short. Actually, it's not that short, but anyway. And I'm gonna dedicate the next episode to this thing, the 550A Spider. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Happy New Year, everyone, and I'll see you on the next one.